We've got some great testimonials tonight. First, I'm going to start out with a friend of mine. We've known each other from a number of years. Mary Chapman. She's been from out in California. Mary started getting a hold of me a number of years ago. She's been having some arthritic pain in her knees and makes it really difficult for her to go dancing, and she's one of those dancing fools, likes to go out and go dancing every week, and she's really been having some difficulty over the last couple of years. And we've tried a number of different products and just really didn't have the results we wanted. This last fall, she was watching my posts on Facebook and saw some information about the age pill and decided to give it a try. And you know, where Tom recommended that we should all take a double dose, we should take 6 in the morning, 6 at night. Mary actually started taking a few more than that, and she's been having some great results. So Mary, if you want to hit *6 and jump back on the call here with us. Mary, *6. Are you there, Mary?
Oh, I know.
Okay, I can hear somebody talking. Is that you, Mary? Okay, I guess not. Well, let's go to Rennie. Rennie up in Canada. I know we've heard from you before on the call with a couple of great testimonies you've had, results that you've been having with the product. If you'd want to hit *6 and unmute yourself, jump back on. Rennie, are you there?
Yep. Can you hear me?
I hear you, Rennie. Welcome to the call.
Okay. Yeah. And I thank you so much, and thank you for the invite. Hello, everyone. It's always such a pleasure to be invited on these calls, and Dr. Kurt does such a great job. So I actually wrote down 2 testimonies because I have a tendency just to continue blithering on. So still on the double dosing. So I'm in my early part of my 3rd month of the taking 12 a day. And what I've noticed is my eyesight is improving. I always had 20/20 vision. It was only with the age thing that my arms started getting shorter. So I think, you know, that's just sort of what happens. So I wear progressive lenses and have for a number of years. But one thing, in the last couple of years, my eyes seem to become very light sensitive, and I lived in my sunglasses. They're also prescription, progressive lenses, but even sitting like in a restaurant, if it was near with the windows, I was living in my sunglasses. And my eyes sort of started to bother me just, I guess, the same way they do when you need glasses and you're looking at the screen on your computer or whatever, and you're thinking, gosh, I'm just, you know, a little foggy or whatever. So that started happening over the last month, I'd say 3 weeks to a month. But what it was I'm no longer light sensitive. I can go out on the brightest days. I don't need my sunglasses. I don't even need my regular glasses. My eyes are improved so much. And getting to the point now where I can just about read my phone without increasing the size of the letters, and on my computer. So that's huge for me, and it's just so freeing. You know, so I am very impressed with that. And also, I have reached that energy level that we hear so many talk of, and I know that it's been busy working on inside. It's had a lot to repair. I've had some major gastrointestinal issues and that, so I just feel that that's where it's been focusing. But my energy, like I felt that when I first got on it, and then that sort of disappeared. I hit that wall. So I have broken through that now, and needing less sleep, waking up and really feeling like ready to jump out of bed, and not feeling like I'm a little tired during the day or anything. It's amazing. It's amazing. So yeah, I am more than delighted, and yeah, it's great to be seeing the testimonies and that we have. It's just an amazing product. So thank you. Thank you, Kurt.
You bet. Well, thanks for being on and sharing that testimonial. I really love hearing that. And you've had some other testimonials in the past as well. Would you want to share what you noticed in the past when you were?
Gosh, yeah. Well, first thing I've noticed was my fingernails, the beds of my nails. Like back in the day when I was doing aesthetics, any nail that would come to marketplace, I would test, because to my knowledge, there isn't a nail, whether it be a gel nail or whatever, that doesn't cause damage to the nail bed. So I had some sort of ridges, dips, I'm going to say, not the horizontal lines that people can get with age, but they were actually dips, and it was down sort of where my cuticle comes, and those were just never grew out. So within a very short time, that improved. I can't stop looking at my nails anymore. They just look fabulous, and they're really hard. That was the sort of first physical improvement I noticed. I did get that energy quickly, but as I said, it sort of dissipated as it had work to do elsewhere. Now I've noticed in the last week or so, my hair texture has changed. It's just feeling a bit thicker. So yeah, that's always a good thing. I am seeing improvement with the gastrointestinal issues that I had, because I had colitis for about 5 years, which kept me housebound. And so it's great to, even though I've gone through that, there's still issues, whether it's called a flare-up or whatever. There's a lot of people, I think, under that big umbrella of IBS that can relate to that. So for me, that's just life-changing to sort of, have that in my past. Yeah.
Well, excellent. Thank you. I sure appreciate that.
There's probably other. Yeah, no, my pleasure indeed.
You bet. Well, let's run back up to Michigan, see if Dr. Kim, have you made it onto the line?
Can you hear me?
I hear you, Dr. Kim.
All right, cool.
Were you able to get mic on?
Yeah, I think Mike, are you on?
I hope I am. Can you hear me?
We hear you.
Sure.
Dr. Kim, I'm going to hand the microphone over to you. I'll hand the microphone over to you,
Okay.
Dr. Kim, and if you want to tell and work with Mike and just have him share his story on what's going on. Hi, Mike. Nice to meet you.
Sure.
Hi, how are you?
I'm doing great. Thank you.
Yeah, Mike's been a patient and a friend of mine for, gosh, how long has it been? Like 20-some years. And
Yeah, at
Mike's
least 26, 27.
Wow, time flies. And Mike's been dealing with multiple sclerosis since even before that, right, Mike? It's been...
Well, I was diagnosed in 92.
92.
And I think I was diagnosed... Yeah, I was diagnosed before I started seeing you.
Right. And it's been a progression, of course, and I had been urging Mike for a while to try the age pill because I've heard so many neat things, and I experienced some neat things, and finally, how long has it been, Mike? About a month since you started taking the age pill?
I'm on my second month.
Okay, starting your second month.
Correct.
And maybe you can share with us some of the things that you've noticed since you started taking the pill.
All right. The first thing I really noticed was my hip pain went away, which I was going to see Dr. Kim for treatments on my hips every week. I don't have any more hip pain. It's totally gone. My knee pain is gone. I've always had numbness in my arms and hands, and that is pretty much gone. And my hand strength has improved immensely. I'm just noticing a lot of different things that are really, I'm really impressed with. My speech has improved. Just within, a month ago, I would not be able to be on this call because I could barely get the words out to talk.
I was just going to say that because you are sounding so good this evening that, like I said, a month or so ago, we wouldn't have been able to understand much of what you were saying.
Yeah, I'd be stumbling and stuttering over words, which now I'm almost as if I'm speaking so freely and normally, I can't believe it myself.
Yeah, wow. Yeah, that's impressive.
Mike, this is Dr. Kurt.
If I could,
I just got a question.
Hi,
A lot of patients that have multiple sclerosis, they have difficulty going up and down stairs. Has that changed at all?
Yes, I have noticed. In fact, today I went down in the basement, and then I also went outside, and it was compared to what it's been, it was pretty warm here, probably 46, 48 degrees, and I went outside for a short walk, and I'm impressed a lot with how well I'm walking. And one other thing I'd like to mention is multiple sclerosis brings a lot of depression and anxiety. And since I've been using the AIDS pill, my depression and anxiety is a lot less than what it was.
Wow,
that's amazing.
Great. Well, Mike, would you? Go ahead.
Go ahead, Kurt.
Well, I was just going to say, Mike, if you would promise to get back on in a couple of months and just kind of let people know what you've noticed a couple months from now, that would really be great.
Absolutely. Also, I'm realizing now too that I've had a lot of issues with numbness in my feet and pain in my ankles and my feet. That pain is gone.
Wow, it's gone.
And then there's no numbness in my feet at all. I used to call it, for lack of a better term, travelers, the pain I had, because it would start maybe in the feet and progress its way. It would go from the feet to the ankles to the calves, or in the reverse, from the lower back to the hips to the thighs. But I never knew where or when it would come, and I've been, quite frankly, almost pain-free since I started the AIDS pill, or a short time afterwards.
After 26 years of adjusting, Mike, Dr. Kurt, maybe finally I got it right, huh?
Yeah. That hammer you were using didn't do all the tricks.
Well, Dr. Kim,
Mike, I'm so happy for you, buddy.
Thanks for bringing Mike on, and Mike, thanks for sharing your story. It's it's an inspiration for people because I think that so many people, they get diagnosed with something and their doctor just pretty much gives them the talk that, well, this is just going to gradually get worse. And that's the thing that I try and tell people is that, you hear calls like this and we can't make any promises, we can't make any claims and say, oh, this is going to cure you. But what if? What if it actually makes a difference? What if it makes your life more comfortable, like Mike has been noticing here? I think it's worth a try. Wouldn't you say so, you guys?
Absolutely.
Perfect.
One more thing real quick. I was told by the doctors, and I did go through the medications, or as I would rather call them, the drugs, and they were horrible for me. The side effects were terrible. But one of the doctors told me there's nothing we can do for you. Go home and do the best you can. So when you hear something like that, I don't know what else, if you're listening to doctors only, as we like to call them, real doctors, and they tell you something like that, boy, they don't give you a lot of hope.
Yeah, that's true.
No, they don't. So there's hope.
Yeah. Oh, thanks, Mike. Thanks, Dr. Kim. I'm going to see if Mary, are you still on the line? Mary from California?
Can you hear me now?
I hear you.
Oh my gosh, it would not let me unmute. I don't know why. but you can't shut me up. I'm here now.
All right. Well, Mary, I appreciate you getting on the call and, kind of last minute getting a hold of you and saying, hey, why don't you share your story? And really, I think your story is a good one as well. I mean, how many people that they get older and all of a sudden they start finding out that they can't be as active as they want to be. So I'll just hand it over to you without telling much more.
All righty. Well, you mentioned the knees and the arthritis, but it's so much more than that because it's an autoimmune called mixed connective tissue disease. And it's an overlay of 3 diseases. It's lupus, scleroderma, and myopolymyelitis. I hope I said that right. Which the last one is the one that really kicks my butt. It attacks the muscles, the soft tissue, the tendons. So like Mike was saying, his pain traveled, and mine does too. It goes from mid-back down to the toes. There was sometimes when I'd be just stopped in my tracks if I was walking. My right foot would hurt so bad I had to stop. And then it would release, and I could go on about my business. And same with the groin area, that would kick in, and it would stop me in my tracks. And I've got to say that with the age pill, it's really, I think I've found my magic pill. I've been looking for it for a long time, like you know, Kurt, and my pain is so much less than it was. Now, do I still have issues? Yeah, I still have issues. I'm still taking the double dose. It seems like if I try and drop it down, then things start coming back. And before I was taking this, my feet and my legs would cramp so bad at night that I just, I'd wake up, I'd have to get up, I'd have to stand up to release it, and it just was terrible. The toes would curl up, and since I started taking the age pill, I do not have those cramps in my feet, my legs, no place. The only place I'll have a cramp now is when I'm sitting, flipping through the tablet, and the finger gets worn out, and it cramps up. But that's the only cramp I have now. And it's just been an absolute godsend. And I'm going out tonight to go dancing.
Excellent. And Mary, I mean, how old, if you'd want to share with people, I mean, and when did you start noticing that you were having the symptoms in your legs?
It was after an arthroscopic knee surgery. Is when I was taking another product prior to that, which was really keeping the pain away. But it's like when I had that arthroscopic surgery, it just exploded, and that's when that mixed connective tissue disease just went crazy. It took me a good 2 years for that knee to stop having pain, just after arthroscopic surgery.
And how long ago was that?
That was in 2011.
7 years ago. Yeah.
So I've wrestled with this stuff. I don't take medication. I'm just not going to take medication. 80 years old, and I think I can do without it. Very nice, thank you. As long as I can keep on my age.
There you go.
So I'm just really happy about it.
Excellent. Well, Mary, thanks for getting on and sharing, and Mike, thanks for sharing your story. Rennie, thanks for sharing your story, and and we want to keep up with you. We want people to let us know as things go along, as you continue to improve. Let's get you back on the call every so often, every couple months, and let people know how you're doing. Let's have some fun. Let's get some people out dancing like Mary, and let's get some people so they're feeling better, like Mike and Rennie. Yeah, exactly. All right. Thanks, everyone. Have a great weekend. Bye-bye.
You're welcome, and you have a great one.
Thanks, Doc.